And the reason I wanted to ask this question in light of my past experience, my current circumstances, and my future hopes and dreams, what is the wise thing to do? The reason I wanted to apply it to our finances is because if we're like most Americans, we got 99 problems and money's a big one, right? It's a big problem. You may be the exception to the rule, but if the statistics are right, we are not doing well when it comes to money. And the reason we have to ask a question that's different than what is legal or illegal, or what is moral or immoral, or even what is normal or not normal, is because when it comes to the question of money, they didn't make it illegal to be a dummy with your finances. In fact, it's almost as if our system, our culture promotes foolishness when it comes to dealing with money. And so we want to stop and ask ourselves the question, when it comes to finances, what is the wise thing to do? Because if we don't, we'll be just like everybody else and we got the money problems. I call them runny money problems. A case of runny money. And we all have it. It's especially most prevalent. The case of runny money is most prevalent in first world countries. I don't see it a whole lot in India or Africa, but in first world countries, I see it all over the place. It is a condition in which you get money in the bank and then it just runs away. It's just like, where did it go? Anyone ever had this? It strikes hardest right after payday, right after tax returns. During the holiday season, people really get a big onset of runny money, and you begin to ask yourself the question, I had all of this cash and now it's gone. You got a case of the runny money. I listed a few ways that you could know if you had a case of runny money. You have too much debt, too little savings, no sense of control over your life. You probably got a case of runny money. If you need purchase therapy because you had a hard day, you probably have a case of runny money, a runny money problem. If you spent more than you brought in last year, then you've probably got a runny money problem. I'll say that a little bit softer. If you don't care that you spent more than you brought in last year, then you've probably got a case of runny money. You've got a runny money problem. If you owe more on your car than your car is worth, you've probably got a runny money problem. If paying the minimum on your credit cards is a way of life, then you've probably got a runny money problem. You say, I don't know what's wrong. I keep paying my minimum payments and they take my interest up over and over. I don't know why. Well, you probably got a runny money problem. If you don't know how much money you owe another person, you've probably got a runny money problem. If you have no way of tracking where your money goes, then you've got a runny money problem. If you've got plenty of money, but you're always wondering where it went, you've probably got a runny money problem. If you've got financial dreams and financial goals, but you don't have a financial plan, then you've probably got a runny money problem. If you're making decisions that you hope your spouse doesn't find out about, you've probably got a runny money problem. You've probably got a marriage problem as well, but you've at least got a runny money problem. If you're making decisions you hope the IRS doesn't find out about, you've probably got a runny money problem. And for a lot of people, especially young marrieds, and let me just pick on the young people in here for just a minute since this is a 9:40 service. A lot of people my age, newly married, or maybe you're single, a lot of the reason we have runny money problems is because we think we should have our parents' life within the first 18 months of our marriage. It took our parents 25 years to get everything that they have, and we think that since I got a new job and a new spouse, I need a new car, I need a new house, I need a new wardrobe, I need all of these things. And let me just tell you that you will go broke if you do that. The money that you receive, it'll just run away. You got to be wise. Slow down. Ask yourself the question, in light of my past experiences, my current circumstances, and my future hopes and dreams, what is the wise thing for me to do when it comes to my finances? Nobody plans on making $110,000 a year and having nothing to show for it. You say, well, that would be nice. Nobody even plans on having a household income of $50,000 a year and having nothing to save for it. Nobody plans on doing that. It just happens. And the reason that it happens is because we don't plan not to. We don't put a plan into motion to say, what is the wise thing to do? How can I account and be wise when it comes to my finances? I read an article the other day that said